Hello again, basketball fans. You're looking live at Rend Lake College here in Ina, Illinois, where tonight is his Final Four night in the boys' Class S Junior High State Tournament, presented by the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. I'm Randy Olson courtside, along with Ron Stannett, my broadcast partner. He was longtime basketball official for 30 years, actually officiated some games on this floor, too, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. And tonight, it's Final Four night, exciting night. Two semifinal games tonight, Ron, to see who's going to punch their ticket to the championship game, which will be played on Saturday afternoon. This is going to be exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big deal for these four communities, I tell you what.
Big deal is right. Big deal is right. And you see Germantown norming up there at one end of the gym. Opdyke-Bellrive will be out here on the floor in just a moment.
Well represented. They can't see it on our camera, but Opdyke-Bellrive's taking up this whole side.
They are, and there's a lot of orange and black here in the building on this side of the floor. And you see some red and black from Germantown over on the other side. Regardless of where you're watching from tonight, we're glad to have you here on AreaSports.net, whether you're watching on our website or watching on our YouTube channel. This is the first of our doubleheader broadcast tonight. That's right, we'll be bringing you both semifinal games tonight. Now,
this will determine who plays for that championship on Saturday afternoon.
And I believe the championship game is slated for 2:30, I believe, on Saturday. And again, in this first game, it's Germantown against Opdyke-Bellrive. And in tonight's second semifinal, it will be Thompsonville against Cairo. So the two winners will meet for the championship Saturday. The two losers tonight will meet for the third place trophy on Saturday.
Germantown are the Bulldogs. Opdyke-Bellrive are the Roadrunners.
Roadrunners and the Bulldogs tonight. And they both have some history here at the state tournament. You want to talk about that, Ron?
I didn't get that all written down, Randy.
Well, I bailed you out. Okay, so I got some history for you. Here comes the Opdyke-Bellrive Roadrunners onto the floor. They will be the home team tonight. Opdyke-Bellrive has not been in the Final Four down here at Rend Lake since 2001. So if you do the math, it means it's been 24 years since Opdyke-Bellrive has been in the Final Four of the Class S State Tournament. And some of you watching may actually have been a part of that 2001 team.
Yeah, and they are by far the smallest enrollment of these Final Four teams this year, too, coming in here at 117.
117, that's a pretty small school. Contrast that with Germantown, whose enrollment is what?
235.
235.
Almost exactly twice as much.
Pretty close. Pretty close, that's right. We mentioned that Opdyke-Bellrive's not been in the Final Four since 2001. They were in the championship game down here in 1991. Some of you maybe remember that too. They lost that championship game that year in 1991 to Olney St. Joe 37-30. So that's a little history for Opdyke-Bellrive fans.
Olney St. Joe was here this week as well.
They were in fact. Germantown, they've got a rich history down here at the Junior High State Tournament in Class S. Of course, S stands for smalls. You've got small, medium, and large when it comes to the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. You do see the officials, captains, and coaches meeting over there at midcourt. Germantown won the tournament in 2015. They beat Ewing that year, 55-32 in the championship game. Germantown was also in the championship game in 2012 against Woodlawn. And they lost that game against Woodlawn. I'm pretty sure that Danny and I did that game, as I recall, because it was 25-23 Woodlawn by 2. And I'm pretty sure that Danny Anselmet and I did that game.
That was a low-scoring game.
In 2012, as I recall. Very low-scoring game. But some of you watching from either Woodlawn or Germantown might remember that year, that game, and might be tuned in watching with us tonight. And speaking of that, you can also always send us a message tonight through our Facebook page. You use Facebook Messenger on AreaSports.net and send us a message.
I've got a beat on these officials, Randy.
Go right ahead.
Brandon Henshaw, he's from Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Mark Goldman, he's from El Dorado. And Jonathan Green is down there. Jonathan's from the Goreville, Vienna area. And currently an administrator at Meridian High School. Okay, and they told us coming in that they get the duties on both games tonight. Yep. So they're doing double duty, just like we're doing double duty. Yeah. Doing both semifinal games tonight. Hey, this broadcast is made possible by the parents' organization, the Booster Club, however you want to refer to it, from Opdyke-Bellrive Grade School. Yeah, kudos to them. Yeah, and they've got a special event coming up on March 7th that we want to tell you about. And that's going to be a fundraiser for actually one of their basketball players. Yep.
And it's not only going to be a spaghetti supper that night, but they're also going to have a raffle, a 50-50, and a free throw shooting contest that night too, which actually could be kind of cool. Again, that's going to go on March the 7th. That'll be held at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. So we hope that you can come out for that fundraiser. Again, it's to benefit one of their basketball players, who is Carter Othout.
Yep.
And Carter has a situation with his heart that is going to create some long-term health concerns, and he's going to need some additional special medical care in the future. And obviously that's going to cost, a lot of money. And so if people can help out in donating towards that cause and come out and support the effort that night on March 7th at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School, it'll all go to a good cause, and that would be a wonderful thing to do. So we hope that a lot of you can do that. All right. We're going to step aside, take a little bit of a breather ourselves, and be back with the starting line-by-play of this first semifinal tonight, live from Red Lake College in just a moment.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. All right, welcome back here to Red Lake College. Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard, and we're about to bring you both games tonight, the semifinals of the boys Class S Junior High State Tournament. Winners will play in the championship game Saturday afternoon. Tonight's losers will play for third place. So each team playing tonight is guaranteed a trophy. And, I was talking to one of the parents here a little while ago, and he made a good point. He said, there's 81 teams total in the state association in Class S, and these are the final four teams out of 81. So
that's interesting. I didn't know what that number was.
Yeah, he had looked it up.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot of teams that would love to trade places with any of these four tonight.
We saw Opdyke Bellrive at the very beginning of the season in that Rome tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were the number 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And they've had a good season, 19-9, and playing their best basketball here at this time of year. That's what you want.
That's exactly what you want. You're right. 19-9 on the season. Meanwhile, Germantown is 22-7 coming into tonight's action. I assume that we are going to have the national anthem here in just a moment. We'll also tell you how both teams got here, because this is a 16-team bracket.
Right. They've already won 2 games down here apiece.
Right. Both these teams have won two games to get here, so we'll tell you who they beat and how they got here in just a moment. But we'll follow along here as they read a few announcements before the game, and then we'll have the playing of our national anthem here to honor America. So we'll follow along with that. There you go, honoring America tonight with our national anthem here at Red Lake College. We'll follow along with the public address announcer now as we meet the starting lineups. First of all, for the Germantown Bulldogs, who come in with a record of 22-7 on the season, coached by John Holscher. Wearing 00 is Sam Hemker. He's an 8th grader. Number 10 is Jace Hemker. He's an 8th grader. Number 12 is Colton Schrader. He's an 8th grader. Number 24 is Bryce Biggs, an 8th grader. And rounding out the starting 5 is Wyatt Cordy, also an 8th grader. He wears number 41. So they go with Hemker and Hemker, who, by the way, are not brothers. We understand they might be distant cousins. Schrader, Biggs, and Cordy. For the Germantown Bulldogs, again, they are 22-7 on the season. Now for the Opdyke Bellrive Roadrunners. Wearing their white uniforms tonight, they are the home team. Number 13 is Atlee Tolley. Number 21 is Samuel Oley. Number 22 is Matthew Hale. Number 24 is Eli Johnston. And rounding out the starting 5 for Coach Brandon Cook and the Roadrunners is number 31, Colin Grodoff. All 5 of the starters for Opdyke Bellrive are also 8th graders. Again, they're 19-9 on the season. Again, coached by Brandon Cook. So the Opdyke Bellrive Roadrunner cheerleaders will do their opening cheer here. Again, it's Tolley, Oley, Hale, Johnston, and Grodoff. Opdyke Bellrive got here by beating Rome in the first round. They beat Good Shepherd out of Collinsville in the quarterfinal round. Germantown got here, Ron, by beating Cypress Buncombe in the first round, and they beat Pinckneyville District 204 in the second round.
Saw a little bit of Germantown back early in the season as well. They played in the shootout there.
Oh, that's right, you did, didn't you?
They're Summersville. Played Casey Junior High, and they won that ball game.
So they beat a Class L team in the shootout.
Yeah, as I recall, they've got some height.
Yeah. Well, the guy you want to keep your eye on is the guy there in the center circle, 00. That's Sam Hemker. He's not only got some height, he's got some girth on him too, so he's pretty good at moving guys around in the paint. He's going to be jumping the center circle against Colin Grodoff. We're ready to get this semifinal underway, and the tip goes to Germantown. If you are having a watch party tonight, maybe at a public establishment or with a big group of people, send us a message on our Facebook Messenger. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We'd love to hear from you. Germantown swings the ball around to Biggs. Shot is up. It's off the mark and chased down in the corner, and it's going to be Roadrunner basketball.
It's kind of a unique mascot, the Roadrunners. You don't see that much.
We don't see that too often. Yeah. Across the timeline, it's Samuel Oley with it. He gives it up over to Eli Johnson. Looks like Germantown's going to open up in a zone. And that's knocked out of bounds. He's getting a hand on it with Wyatt Cordy.
For people that don't know, Randy, that OBR is Opdyke Bellrive, which is 2 small communities east of Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Right, and they actually do have 2 grade schools over there. The younger grades are in one school, and then the upper grades are in another. As if ball is stolen away, and Wyatt Cordy brings it up for Germantown. Bulldogs control it out front with Schrader. Come over on the right side now to Cordy. Opdyke Bellrive also in the zone. Looks to be a 1-3-1 or a 1-2-2. Maybe a 1-2-2.
Yeah, 1-2-2 right now. Yeah. Germantown, that's the hometown of Red Shandy's.
It is. I think so. And the shot is up and in by Sam Hemker. We said he was going to be a load in there. You see why.
Of course, our younger audience has never heard of Red Shandy. So.
And they're like, who? Who are you talking about? Was he a movie star? Yeah. No, actually, he was the longtime baseball manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, and then was a longtime coach. Inside the paint, here's Sam Oley. He puts it up and in, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Boy, Oley turned around. He was wide open.
Yeah, that's a little baby hook. I like that.
Bulldogs back the other way now for Germantown. They swing it over to Schrader. Schrader gets in the corner and back out to Biggs. Now to the top, it goes to Cordy. Again, they're looking inside, wanting to get it down to Hemker.
OBR's got some size as well.
Yeah, they lob it into Hemker, and they tip it away and steal it. Here's a breakaway to the other end.
Nice lead pass.
Long pass all the way down to Samuel Oley. He scores again. OBR leads it 4-2. Yeah, I couldn't quite spell out Opdyke Bellrive all the way on the scoreboard. It just wouldn't fit, so we went with OBR. But many people in Jefferson County have affectionately called it OBR for many, many years.
Right.
Inside it goes to Hemker, back outside now. The look by Schrader, and he buries a three. Schrader with a three-point bomb, and Germantown goes up 5-4.
There's our first three-pointer of the night.
4:35 to go here, opening quarter. As a shot from the wing is off the rim, no good by Johnston. Back out, though, on the long rebound.
Nice
Coley's
pass.
got it. Inside again, off the glass. It's good by Eli Johnston. Good ball movement here in the early stages of the game by OBR.
Yeah, great pass by Atlee Coley.
You know, you hit on something earlier there, Ron. You talked about how much they've improved during the season. They've raised their game and really come together as a team, and they're peaking at the right time, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
And that ball's lost out of bounds. It's just dribbled out of bounds by Biggs.
I mean, that Rome tournament's a good tournament, and I think 16 teams, you get the third seed up there. People have a sense that you're going to be pretty good that year. I mean, that was the very beginning of the season.
Yeah,
but
I think they won the consolation championship of that tournament, if memory serves me right.
Right.
Yeah. But they've improved so much since then. I mean, so much.
Right. One of only 4 Class S teams that are still playing basketball.
Matthew Hale gave the ball up outside over to Ole. Ole. And tries to throw it in the corner. It's taken away. Here's a long pass down to Cordy. Cordy's going to go in for the layup, and he makes it. Seesaw battle here in the early going. Germantown goes back up 7-6.
3 different players have scored for Germantown already.
Roadrunners back in the front court again. Right side, they work it to Ole.
Nice pass.
Good interior pass, and that shot's missed by Grodoff, but he's fouled, and Colin Grodoff will go to the line for OBR.
I think that's on Jace Hemker. We're going to see what they put up there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the ball movement here early on by the Roadrunners.
Yeah, they're really sharing the basketball.
Free throw's good by Grodoff, and we are tied at 7 apiece.
Doesn't appear any jitters out there for either team.
No. Again, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Just get on our Facebook Messenger, AreaSports.net. Send us a message and let us know. 8-7 OBR.
Wiltop buries them both. 3 different players have now scored for OBR as well, too.
Nothing but net. Germantown brings it back the other way. They work it over to Cordy, back out to the top to Biggs. Now on the wing to Schrader. Schrader lobs it inside and went too high, and it's picked off. Oh, they say the ball went off of Hale.
Yeah, it may have went off his foot.
Yeah, Hale had gotten the steal, but then maybe it did go off his foot. So it is Germantown ball out of bounds as Cordy will trigger it in. Cordy comes in the corner. Now it comes out to Schrader. Over around to Cordy again. Back to Biggs. Back to the top to Schrader. Down on the block it goes. Inside pass. Good defense. Just jumping in the passing lane was Eli Johnston as he smelled that one out. Here's a long baseball pass. Look at that. All the way down. Shot is missed by Ole. And Germantown comes away with it. Boy, that was a great pass.
Yeah, it was.
Just couldn't complete the transition bucket there.
He fell down. His teammate helped him up, and then they both busted their tail to get back on defense.
They did, didn't they? Bryce Biggs has it out front for the Bulldogs. Play and catch out there. Comes over to Cordy now. Cordy, they bounce past it inside to the big guy. Hemker, he misses it point blank on the turnaround from about 5 feet away. And rebound, Grodoff. And here come the Roadrunners ahead. Passes up and in to Ole, and he makes the bucket and draws the foul.
That's 6 points already for Ole.
And OBR got the ball up quickly that time, even despite the size of this college floor. They really got it up in transition.
That foul's on Sam Hemker, his first.
Terry and Connie are watching from Bonnie. I like that. Terry and Connie from Bonnie. Ball goes out of bounds, going to be Germantown ball.
Free throw missed by Ole. That's the first free throw attempt by OBR.
They are rooting for the Roadrunners, Terry and Connie from Bonnie. 2:02 to play here in the first quarter play as Germantown brings it up. Both teams have led briefly in this game. We had a little seesaw battle going on here. That's what you want in the semifinals. Here's a move by Schrader. He'll stop and pop off the dribble. It's no good. Rebound's grabbed by OBR. They'll race it to the other end. It's Johnston with it. Johnston takes it up, and he gets fouled. Eli Johnston's going to go to the line for the Roadrunners.
I think that'll be on Wyatt Cordy. Be his first personal foul.
Tracy is watching from Dixon, Tennessee. All right, Tracy, but you didn't tell us who you're rooting for. You need to let us know who you're rooting for. Eli Johnson sinks the free throw. He'll have another one. Tracy, is it raining or snowing down there in Dixon, Tennessee? Let us know. Second one's also good. Real good free throw shooting so far here by OBR. They lead it by 5. Minute 37 to go in the first quarter play. Bulldogs back the other way with it. Biggs will give it up. Big guy comes out. Hemker comes out with it. Around the perimeter goes. Hemker again. He'll put up a 3. That is short. Rebound is grabbed out of there by Johnston.
Boy, they want to go, don't they?
They do. They get it and go just like a Roadrunner would. And Samuel Oley scores, and they are living up to their name, the Roadrunners.
That's an 8-point first quarter for Samuel Oley, and they have doubled the score on Germantown.
They are streaking to the other end. Transition buckets. Germantown having a hard time making a shot right now, except for the few that they got inside early by Hemker. And here's a drive. A little collision is made. Ball rolls off, and that foul is going to go against Grodoff, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, one thing to be concerned about if you're an Opdyke-Bellrive fan is they don't have a real deep bench.
That's the first foul on OBR.
Typically run those 5 guys most of the time. As the free throw is up and in by Schrader. So Opdyke-Bellrive needs to try to stay out of foul trouble. And the second one also rolls in.
Got to bounce.
That cuts the lead to 5. We're down to 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Roadrunners have it. With the basketball is Oley. Oley goes in the corner. They try to feed it inside. It's knocked out of bounds by Germantown. Atlee Tolley had the ball, but it was knocked out by the Bulldogs. Matthew Hale will trigger it in this time for OBR. And he tries to throw it in. It's picked off. Picked off by Schrader. Schrader's alone to the other end, and he gets fouled by Eli Johnston.
First foul on Johnston.
Johnston might have been better off just letting that go, but instead he went up, let him go up for the shot, and now we got at the line Colton Schrader.
But it's his first personal, and he'll have to earn these at the free throw line.
And the free throw is up and in. That foul on Johnson is his first. That's a second team foul on OBR. There's been 3 called on Germantown so far.
Both teams shooting very well from the free throw line.
Yeah. Second one also good. 14-11. Quite a battle here in this first semifinal tonight.
7 points for Schrader.
Roadrunners bring it back up with the basketball's Oley. Oley swings it over to Tolley. Tolley. Diagonal pass all the way over in the corner to Johnston. Back out for a 3-ball. And Samuel Oley buries it.
11-point first quarter.
Dials long distance. Roadrunners.
Answers.
And answer up and in. Was that Hemker?
Hemker.
Wow, the big guy steps out.
Sam Hemker. There's 3 of them.
What a first quarter we have here at Rend Lake College. After 1, it's OBR 17 and Germantown 14. And we'll come back and bring you second quarter action here in just a moment. Live from Ina, AreaSports.net. And back here live at Rend Lake College, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. Ron, your thoughts on that first quarter play there?
Well, Randy, based on what I saw, based on both teams' performance in that first quarter play, it's easy to see why there's still 2 of the 4 teams playing basketball in Class S.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, great performance by both teams, hitting their free throws and hitting their shots.
And OBR has the ball first to start the second quarter play. Here's Atley Tolley with it. Tolley gets it down in the corner to Ole. His shot is up. It's off the back iron and rebound grabbed by Hemker. He's going to throw it way ahead. And it's grabbed there by Schrader as he goes up, hits the side of the backboard. But they get it back into Hemker and he scores. Hemker with the deuce, cuts it to 1.
7 points for Sam Hemker.
Here comes a runner there by Ole. That's off the mark.
Runner by the Roadrunner.
Yeah. Here's a drive, and that one is short. Rebounds grabbed by Ole.
That's a track meet right now.
It is. Long pass ahead to Johnston. Johnston back out to the top to Tolley. His long three won't go. Battle for the rebound, and coming away with it is Jace Hemker. 2 Hemkers out there for Germantown. Jace and Sam, and no, they're not brothers. I think they're distant cousins, is what I've been told.
Jace's got to be at least 6 foot tall, maybe more.
Yeah, pretty good size, that's for sure. Jace has it in the corner now. They'll come back to the top to Schrader. Inside they go to Hemker, no good. Back out, shot up, and nothing but net. Bryce Biggs puts Germantown back in front, 19-17.
Is that a 3?
Yes. Roadrunners were up 14-7.
Yeah.
It's been a 12-3 run now by Germantown. Here's a shot no good from the corner by Johnston. And the Bulldogs have it. Biggs with it out front. Biggs comes over to the right side, gives the ball up now to Hemker. Inside it goes to Schrader. It's blocked. Gets the ball back, though, to Biggs. Now out to the other Hemker. And they'll swing it back out and reset it to Biggs.
Both these teams have good ball movement on offense.
They do. I've been impressed. Well, that, like you said, that's why they're here. That's why they're in the Final Four. That's why they've won their first 2 games down here at Rend Lake. The Class S tournament is always harder to win because you got to win one more game.
Yeah.
That shot's missed. A battle for the rebound, and Germantown comes away with it. Bryce Biggs has it in the corner, and timeout is called. That's called by Germantown, I believe. 4:34 to play in the second quarter as Coach John Helsher wants to talk things over with his Bulldog players.
Yeah, OBR has been shut out in this second quarter.
So far they have been. Again, this broadcast made possible by the PTO, the Parent Teacher Organization at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. And they remind you about a special fundraising event that's coming up on March the 7th at the school. That'll be a fundraiser for Carter Othout, one of the Roadrunner basketball players. He has some health concerns that they're trying to address, and they're going to be doing a spaghetti supper that night, as well as some other cool events, a free throw shooting contest, which I think is pretty neat. And then also I think there'll be a raffle and 50-50 and some other things. So put that on your calendar for March the 7th at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. Back to live action. Bulldogs have it. As the pass comes inside, and that's almost lost out of bounds, but they get it back out to the top to Biggs. Biggs will feed it down underneath to Hemker. It's up and in. That was Jace Hemker that time.
His first point.
Germantown up by 4.
7-0 run to start this quarter for Germantown.
They were down by 7. Now they're up by 4. And there's a steal. Picked off by the Bulldogs. Back the other way they come. Bryce Biggs with it. You know, I think when you're in a semifinal like this, I think from a player perspective, you might be a little bit more relaxed than what you were in the first 2 games as far as your nerves. Shot is short, not only because you've played a couple of games, but because you know you're in the trophy round. You know you're going to get a trophy no matter what.
Yeah.
So I think you can relax a little bit. I mean, there's still some pressure because you want to get to the championship game, but I don't think it's as much pressure as it was those first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds you lose, you're done.
Kind of like when you get to shoot 2 free throws now, you don't have to shoot a 1-and-1.
I agree with that.
No pressure.
I agree with that.
I'm not for that, by the way.
No, I agree with that. It's a little bit more relaxed. That shot out front is no good by Tolley, and rebound Germantown back the other way they come. Biggs has it. In the corner now to Schrader.
Yeah, OBR's gone cold. They have not scored. in the second quarter.
Yeah, shots were really falling for him in that first quarter. They were making everything and made a lot of free throws, too. Inside, Sam Hemker with the turnaround. It's good.
That's a tough shot.
He is a load, and that was kind of a fadeaway that time. Yeah. That's real hard to guard that.
9 points for Sam Hemker.
He's a tough player. 6-point lead. Roadrunners need some points. Here's a drive along the baseline. That's off the mark by Johnston. And again, Germantown with a rebound. And you've noticed that the Bulldogs have been limiting OBR to one shot.
Right.
The last several trips up the floor. No offensive rebounds for the Roadrunners. Hemker, the big guy, has got it way outside. Now they'll swing it over to the right side to the other Hemker, Jace. Now out front to Cordy. And Sam comes out. He hits one from the elbow.
Well, he's not having any trouble finding the bottom of that basket.
He can shoot all over the place, can't he?
He's got 11 points.
Sam Hemker, man, he's shooting inside, outside, everywhere. Tough player. Here's Tolley with it for the Roadrunners. They swing it back over here to Hale. Hale has it taken away from him as Cordy has it. Cordy with the steal. Gets it ahead to Biggs. Minute 42 left here in the first half.
Germantown owns this quarter 11-0.
Yeah. OBR has not scored this quarter. Sam Hemker out front again. It comes to Schrader. Schrader with a 15-foot deuce. Timeout called by Coach Brandon Cook.
Wow.
Of Opdyke Bellrive.
13-0 run the second quarter.
Minute 29 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a brief timeout. Be right back.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Well, we got some more messages from some more viewers. Deborah's watching, and she is Sam Oley's grandmother, and she's rooting for OBR tonight.
All right.
Jamie is watching from Opdyke and rooting for the Roadrunners. Peggy's watching from Dahlgren, and she says go Roadrunners. So a lot of Roadrunner fans out there. How about you Germantown people, huh? Got to have some Germantown people on the stream tonight, so let us know if you're watching from over that way and if you're rooting for the Bulldogs tonight. Back to live action.
Yeah.
Opdyke Bellrive has it.
Let us know. I'm just curious where most of these boys will go to high school.
Yeah, we would like to know the answer to that. Does Germantown mainly go to Breeze Central or Trent-Westclin or Mater Dei, or where do they go? We'd like to know that. Here's a drive along the baseline. There you go. There's a bucket by Eli Johnston, and that breaks the streak. And Opdyke has their first points of the second quarter.
They need some stops now, but we've only got a minute left here.
1 minute, to go here in the first half. Here's a drive along the baseline by Briggs. He's cut off. They get it back out to Cordy. Now back out to the top to Schrader. Swing it in the corner again. Here comes Hemker to get it. Now out to the top to Jace Hemker. Bulldogs showing some patience here. Run a lot of motion. Opdyke Bellrive went to a man-to-man defense. They switched up their defense here. As it comes to Hemker. Shot out front is short by Schrader.
They were getting too many wide-open shots against that zone, and they were knocking them down.
Right, they were. And was that a turnover or a foul? No, that actually was a foul. That foul is on Wyatt Cordy, his second.
He was on the back.
Second foul on Cordy. Ball goes back to the Roadrunners with 17 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they can get a quality shot off here. Tolley has it. Now out to Hale.
Gonna have to go.
Tolley again, down to 5 seconds left. Somebody's got to pull the trigger here. Here's a drive by Ole. Falls down, shot on the wing. Off the rim, no good by Johnston.
Would have counted.
It would have. He got it off in time, but it wouldn't fall. And after one half of play, both teams head to the locker room to discuss their strategy for the second half, and Germantown leads it over Opdyke Bellrive 27-19. We'll come back and take a look at the first half stats, talk more about the tournament. Also, I'll remind you that we have a second game coming your way tonight. This is the first of the two semifinals. It'll be Cairo against Thompsonville later on tonight, right after this one. All on the same feed. You don't have to change anything. We'll just keep it right here on the same stream, same feed. So you can watch them both back to back, and then the games will also be archived for you later on. So we'll be back in just a little bit with the halftime stats.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
All right, we are back here at Rend Lake College. Randy Olson along with Ron Stanhope. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening. We are at halftime. And if you just joined us, Opdyke Bellrive led at one point 14-7. That was certainly their biggest lead of the game. They led after one quarter 17-14. But, boy, that second quarter was all Germantown pretty much, wasn't it?
Yeah, 13-0 run to start it, so they found themselves down 27-17. And it looked like there for a while that they might get shut out in that quarter. Eli Johnson got a field goal, and that was it for Opdyke Bellrive. That shot at the buzzer, had that gone in as 3-pointers, it'd be a 5-point game. But a very clean and well-played first half. Germantown just shot a really high percentage in that second quarter to take the lead. And Opdyke Bellrive only committed 2 fouls in that first half. Like I said, a clean first half, well officiated. As a team, they made 4 out of 4 free throws. They had 3 players make the scoring column, led by Samuel Oley with 11 points. Eli Johnston has 5 points, and Callan Grotoff has 3 points, all from the free throw line, for a total of 19. For the Germantown Bulldogs, they also made 4 out of 4 free throws, so 8 free throws were shot in that game, 4 by each team, 8 free throws were made. Germantown committed 4 personal fouls. They had 5 players make the scoring column. They were led in scoring by Sam Hemker, who had 11. Colton Schrader had 9 points. Jace Hemker had 2 points. Bryce Biggs had a 3-pointer for 3, and Wyatt Cordy had 2 points for a total of 27.
You know, we're not really tracking rebounds, but if we were, I'm pretty sure that the rebound situation would be led here by Germantown. Would you agree?
Yeah, because we commented there for a while. They were only getting the one shot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then at the other end, Germantown was making everything they threw up there.
Right. So I think that if you're Opdyke Bellrive, you got to do a little bit better job of rebounding in the second half, particularly on your offensive side of things, to try to get yourself some second chance opportunities there when you do miss it. And I think that when Opdyke Bellrive switched to the man-to-man, that might have helped them a little bit.
It did stop the bleeding a little bit.
It did stop the bleeding, so we'll see how that works. But I'm sure Germantown will also be ready for that. And they've run against a lot of man-to-mans this year, I'm sure, so they'll have a set offense to run against that too. But boy, the guy that's been impressive to me has been that 0-0, Sam Hemker. He's been a load there in that first half.
He likes that 10, 15-foot jump shot.
Yeah, and then, of course, he's tough on the block, too. So.
And then he has 11 points, and then Opdyke Bellrive has their own 11-point scorer in Samuel Oley.
Right.
But he did all of that in the first quarter alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Both teams shooting free throws pretty well in this one, as you said. Let's go over the foul situation just so everybody knows.
Yeah, well, there's not much of a foul situation. Wyatt Cordy does have 2 personal fouls for Germantown, and Sam Hemker and Jace Hemker have 1 foul apiece.
Okay.
That's it. And only 2 personal fouls as a team for Opdyke Bellrive. Those fouls were committed by Eli Johnson has 1, and Callan Gotroff has 1, so that's it.
Don't forget, we'll have a second game of the night, the second semifinal. After this, it'll be Thompsonville against Cairo. Thompsonville coming in at 25-4 on the season.
Yeah, Coach Rhett Mullen just stopped by here a while ago to shake our hand.
Okay, and Cairo coming in at 19-4. So that should be an interesting matchup coming up in our second semifinal for you again. You don't have to re-log in or reset anything. It's if you're on with us right now, just stay on, and you'll be able to watch the second game with us tonight as well here live from Red Lake College. We'll step aside again for just a moment and be right back. Again, this broadcast made possible by the PTO, the Parent Teacher Organization at Bellrive Grade School. We're going to tell you about a special event they've got coming up on March 7th. We'll do that when we come right back.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area.
Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
Back here at Red Lake College, Germantown's back out on the floor warming up. We have not seen OBR come out of the locker room yet. They're talking a lot of strategy here at halftime, aren't they, Ron?
Yeah, Ray, they're doing a good job in that first quarter of actually beating Germantown down the floor.
They did. Got a lot of transition buckets.
Yeah, that's where they got all those points.
Right.
And, Germantown made an adjustment. And then, you mentioned earlier, Opdyke Bellrive made an adjustment as they got out of that zone and went to a man-to-man and stopped the bleeding a little bit.
Right.
That 13-0 run.
And the Roadrunners coming back out on the floor now. Hey, Gary and Stephanie are watching from Opdyke. They say go OBR. They're rooting for them tonight. Let's see. Dakota's watching. He says let's go Roadrunners. So good to have a lot of you logged on watching with us tonight. Mark your calendar for March the 7th. That's going to be a very special event that the Parent-Teacher Organization and Opdyke Bellrive Grade School putting together. Again, it's a fundraiser to benefit Carter Othout, one of the players on the Roadrunners basketball team. Carter is a 7th grader. He's got some health concerns that are going to need to be addressed here in the future. And so it's a fundraising event for him and his family. That's going to be a spaghetti dinner that night. They're also going to have a 50-50 drawing, a raffle, perhaps maybe an auction or something. I don't know. But I know they're also having a free throw shooting contest, which is kind of interesting. That might be something that you or I might want to take a hand at. What do you think, huh?
I don't know.
Can you still shoot some free throws there, Ron?
Not like I used to.
Not like you used to. Well, I think we can all say that. We don't do anything like we used to.
It's my understanding they got a new gym floor there at Opdyke Bellrive. I've seen pictures of it.
Beautiful new wooden floor
really
that they put in there. All of us remember that slick tile that they used to have there. I'm sure you probably refereed some games there sometime, didn't you?
When I was first starting out, maybe.
Yeah, okay. But, no, they do have a nice, beautiful new floor there now at OBR. And so, yep, March 7th, mark that on your calendar. That'll be a special event, that fundraiser that night. All right, we are ready for second half action. The teams, of course, change ends. On Germantown will have the ball first to start this third quarter of play. And let's see what kind of adjustments that both teams make here. They go inside the paint. Shot is up and off the mark. Rebound, OBR is coming away with that rebound is Eli Johnston. And they get it up the floor in a hurry. Ole has it. Ole comes out to Tolley. Tolley looking over that zone by the Bulldogs. Comes back over to Ole. He'll try to penetrate. He does, but had the ball knocked out of his hands, and they'll keep it. Matthew Hale will trigger the ball in from the baseline for the Roadrunners. He gets it in the corner. Here's a shot put up. It's too strong. Hale gets the rebound, goes back up. It's too strong. Both of them are over the brim. And the last touch by the Bulldogs as Hemker hit it out.
2 good looks there by OBR. They need to score this time down. Set the tone for this third quarter.
Yeah, might have had a little adrenaline going there coming out of the locker room. Because they did have some good looks. They got to get it in. They do to Tolley. His shot from the corner won't go, and that time it's a rebound by Hemker. Back the other way. They get the outlet pass up quickly. And that shot is up off the mark by Biggs. Rebound by the Roadrunners. Here's a long pass down ahead to Hale. Hale will leave it back out to Johnston. Johnston's cut off on the baseline. Tries to get it back to Hale, and it's stolen by the Bulldogs. Back the way they come. Bryce Biggs with it.
They've had some opportunities to cut into that lead, but they have not been able to do so.
Just could not finish. Out front is Cordy with it now. Gives it to Schrader. Back to Cordy. Back to Schrader. He'll put up a 3 ball. That's good.
It's a dagger right there.
Yeah, Colton Schrader hits the trifecta.
He has 12 points.
Germantown goes up by 11. OBR looking for some points now as Ole has it. Ole looks to drive, puts up the runner, and rolls out. Hit every angle of the rim and came out of there.
Yeah, it sure did.
And that's going to be a foul.
Stepped out of bounds.
Oh, he just stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Okay. So the turnover gives it back to the Bulldogs. 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. Just joined us. OBR led this game at one point, 14-7. Things were looking good for Roadrunner fans at that time. Yeah. And they led after the first quarter, 17-14. But from the second quarter on, Germantown has really pushed out into a big lead. And there's another three-pointer. This one by Cordy.
Yeah, they're really shooting the ball well.
Roadrunners back the other way, trying to get some offense going. Here's Ole with it. To Tolley. Tolley bounce passes it down underneath. Shot up and in. That was a nice pass down to Eli Johnston. He scores. Johnston puts it in off the window, and it's 33-21. Germantown back in the front court with it. They'll swing it over to the right wing to Biggs. Now over on the left side is Schrader. Back over it goes to Biggs. His long 3 is off the mark. There's another offensive rebound. Back up and in by Hemker, and that's been the difference in the game, has been the offensive boards by Germantown. They score again on a second chance opportunity. Here's a baseline pass down on the block to Johnston. Misses it, goes back up again, no. And Germantown gets the rebound. Biggs brings it back the other way. Biggs tries to throw it on the baseline and throws it away. Pass was intended for Cordy, but Cordy went one way, the ball went the other. 3:34 left here in the third quarter play, as you see in the clock in the corner there.
OBR needs to score this time down.
They do. They need to get this thing back down to single digits. Here's pass to Tolley. Tolley tries to drive baseline, puts it up, and got it. Wow.
That's an impossible shot.
That is a tough angle. Tough angle. He put it up over 2 defenders.
That's a horse shot.
Got it to go. Nothing but net. Cuts the lead to 12. Timeout on the court with 3:19 to play here in the third quarter. From Jim. Back here in Ina, a lot of fans starting to filter into the gym here at Rendlake College in anticipation of our second semifinal tonight, which we'll have. That'll be Cairo going up against Thompsonville. Germantown with the basketball. They get it up to Schrader. Schrader comes out here to Cordy.
That's a matchup that you could see at the high school level, but you won't see a high school game between OBR and Germantown.
No. You know, OBR is the only team left in the tournament that doesn't have a high school.
Who is?
OBR.
OBR?
Yeah. Isn't that right?
Well, Germantown don't.
Well, I guess they don't technically have a high school. That's
either.
right, because we were trying to figure out which high school they go to. Here's Hemker pump faking. Can't go. Back out to Biggs. From the wing, the shot is off the mark, no good by Cordy. And on the rebound, jump ball's called. Possession arrow is going to give it to OBR. Roadrunners only got 2 points in the second quarter, and that's been why they're behind at this point in the game.
Yeah.
The first step, if you're...
They lost that quarter 13-2.
First step that OBR's got to do is get it back to single digits.
There's a runner.
There's a shot that is short. No good by Johnston. And Germantown gets another rebound. They have owned the boards in this game. Here's Biggs back out front for the Bulldogs. Over to Schrader. Now it's Schrader again. No good. And that ball is chased down by Ole. Ole brings it up quickly, and he gets tripped. And he's holding on to his knee.
He hurt his knee.
Yeah.
Hurt his knee when he went down.
Cordy gets called for the foul.
I hope that's nothing serious.
Yeah, I hope that Ole's okay. He's getting up. I'm sure he's going to have a good bruise on it. If you've walked on this Rendlake College floor before, or if you played on it, and I know you did, Ron.
Yeah, it's hard.
It doesn't give.
No, it does not.
It is extremely, extremely hard. It has no give, no bounce to it at all. It's very, very hard floor. So when you go down, you're going to feel it. Definitely going to feel it. All right, here's the inbound as Hale will get it into Ole. Ole would have to be a finalist for our shoe award tonight, that's for sure. Here's a 15-footer up and off, no good by Grodoff. And he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, he's got the purple shoes on.
Yeah.
That foul is on Schrader, his first.
Callan Grodoff at the line for OBR. He got it.
He's 4 for 4 from the line.
How about that? Minute 51 to go here in the third quarter. Got the second one.
Well, he's got a pretty shot from the free throw line. He's 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Got it back down to 10. It's almost single digits. Germantown will bring it back up again.
They probably won't let him shoot in that free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, he might win that, yeah.
He's ineligible.
For sure. Here's a shot missed. They get another rebound. Hemker's triple teamed in there, and jump ball's called.
Yep.
Good job getting his hands in there. Atlee Tolly tied him up. But the possession arrow leaves it for the Bulldogs, so they'll inbound it from the baseline. As Wyatt Cordy looks to get it in. And he comes into the corner, to Biggs. He'll put up the shot. Got it. Boy, drains it from the left corner pocket. Big three.
That's his second three of the game.
Puts the Bulldogs back up by 13. Here comes OBR back the other way.
Germantown has multiple threes made by multiple players.
There's a steal. Cordy's got it. He gets cut off by Hale. Now they'll bring it back out, reset the offense with 1:08 left in the quarter. Schrader looks inside to get it to Hemker. He turns, fades away, got it.
Boy,
that's a tough shot. Sam Hemker, he's a load.
13 points for Hemker. All 5 starters have scored in this third quarter for Germantown.
And that's going to be a foul out front on Germantown. That is going to go.
Colton Schrader, I believe. It's his second.
Yep, it is on Schrader. So that's 3 team fouls on Germantown this quarter. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ole with it. Down on the block it goes to Grodoff. Now across the lane, and going to be a foul before the shot as Johnston had it.
I'll be on Jace Hemker. It'll be his second foul.
So that's 14 fouls. Still not shooting. It'll be out of bounds to the Roadrunners with 39 seconds left in the quarter. This time, Tolley will trigger it in. Here's a shot from the corner, short by Ole, and rebound by the Bulldogs. Yeah, Germantown has limited OBR to one shot so many times in this game.
Yeah.
That's been a big factor.
They're going to play for one shot.
Looks like they are. We're down to 19 seconds left in the quarter. Again, we'll have Thompsonville against Cairo coming up in our next semifinal after this one. The two winners play for the championship Saturday afternoon. The two losers play for third place. Here's Schrader with it. He'll let it fly. That's short. And the horn sounds. That's going to be the end of three quarters. After three, Germantown Bulldogs lead the Opdyke Bellerive Roadrunners 40-25. And we will come back with the fourth and final quarter in just a moment.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Kelly is watching tonight. She's an OBR alumni.
Randy, I want to point out OBR has lost these two middle quarters by a total of 26-8. That's
wow.
by far the difference in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a 17-14 lead at the end of the first quarter, but they went cold, and Germantown started filling it up.
All right. Hey, want to remind you that we'll be back down here tomorrow night. It'll be the third place game in the championship game Friday night of boys Class M. And you and I will be back down here tomorrow night for another doubleheader broadcast as NCOE will play in the third place game and Nashville will play in the championship game. We'll tell you who they're playing in a little bit. We thought those two were going to meet in the championship, but didn't quite work out that way. It'll be Joseph Arthur against NCOE in the third place game, and then Nashville will take on Smithton in the championship game of Class M tomorrow night. Same time tomorrow night here at Rend Lake College.
The foul was on Biggs.
Here's a turnaround on the rebound. No good by Johnston as Germantown gets a rebound. The foul is going to be called on OBR as we start the fourth quarter of play.
It's on Eli Johnston. That will be his second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Team fouls even at one apiece here in the fourth quarter. 6:40 to play in the game.
OBR has only committed 3 personal fouls in this game, Randy.
How about that? Been pretty clean from that perspective. Almost got the steal, but instead it's the foul.
Make that 4.
Yeah. Tolley was trying to get the steal. Got a hand on it, but also got a little bit of the arm or the hand. So,
you know, OBR had this thing down to 10, and then Germantown got the last 5 points of that quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hit that big three and got another bucket. Here's Biggs with it. Over on the right side, it goes to Schrader. Back it comes to Biggs. Inside. Across the lane. A nice pass. Shot is missed. The follow is no good by Hemker. And then on the rebound, we got a foul on the Roadrunners, and going to the line will be Wyatt Cordy for Germantown.
I think that'll be on Grotown. Man, nope.
They gave that foul to Tolley.
Yeah, his second.
Short.
That might be the first missed free throw of the game. I believe it is.
How about that?
By either team with 6 minutes to go.
And that's off the back iron, and this time the rebound is grabbed by Grodoff, but then he's tied up. Well, Craig answered our question, and the answer he gave was just about what we thought. He says Germantown feeds into Breeze Central, and that's what we thought, but I'm sure that some students may opt to go somewhere else, too.
Or Modern Day.
Right. Well, that lob in was right there for Hemker point blank, but it rolled out of the rim, and OBR gets the rebound.
That's a pretty good high school basketball program at Breeze Central.
Oh, yeah. They just keep reloading, don't they? They are state ranked as the seeds came out today.
We saw them this year play Marion.
Underneath, Colin Grodoff sticks it in the hole for Opdyke Bellrive. That cuts the lead to 13 as timeout on the court. Again, this broadcast made possible by the parent-teacher organization, the PTO of Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. 5:48 to play in the ball game. Again, this is the first time since 2001 that Opdyke Bellrive has been in the Final Four. And I think I told you at the top of the broadcast that they were in the championship game, actually, back in 1991. Some of you watching may remember that.
And that's with an enrollment, Randy, of 117 students.
Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Germantown has 235.
Right. Germantown won the whole thing in 2015. And if this score holds up, they'll be in the championship game again this year. But Opdyke Bellrive looking to get a stop here. They need some stops. They need the basketball back. Pass comes up to Schrader. Schrader's cut off. Comes back out to Cordy. Now to Biggs as Roadrunners have got a chase. Right side they work at the Cordy. Down on the block to Hemker. Ball squirts out. Roadrunners have it. Let's see if they can convert now. And a chance to cut it to 11. Inside the paint. The turnaround is up and in. Great shot that time by Samuel Ole. They do cut it to 11. It's 40-29. 5:06 to play. A lot of time left.
It's 13 for Ole, but that's his first points of the second half. He had an 11-point first quarter.
Roadrunners are chasing. With the basketball's Biggs. OBR is going to gamble a little bit. And getting around his man was Schrader, and Schrader goes in for the layup.
Schrader's having a nice game. I got him down for 14.
On the other end, the shot by Ole is short, and the ball is grabbed out of there on the rebound by Sam Hemker. Gets it up ahead to Schrader. Schrader gets it over to Biggs. Now they come to Cordy. Cordy in the corner to Hemker. Back out it comes to Biggs. Again, they're just trying to play keep away at this point.
Yeah.
There's a pass inside. Nice lean in that time by Colton Schrader. Excellent footwork by Schrader.
Boy, he's having a game.
Good body control as he put it up and in. 3:55 left. Here's a long shot out front. No good by the Roadrunners. And on the rebound, we got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Johnston.
That'll be his third. That was a Caitlin Clark three-point attempt there.
Yeah, that was a long one. Okay, Bulldogs will bring it back the other way. Again, Roadrunners looking for the steal or the stop. There's a feed across the lane. Shot misses underneath. OBR's got it. Long pass up the court. With a nice feed, and the shot is short this time by Ole. And grabbing the rebound is Cordy for Germantown. And Biggs brings it up the court, and he gets fouled.
I think that's on Matthew Hale.
Yeah, Germantown, according to Craig, Germantown is really only 5 miles from Breeze. That's why students will go either to Breeze Central or Modern Day.
Yeah, there's a blacktop that will take you from one to the other.
You probably took that blacktop a few times. You officials always looking for those shortcuts, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Free throw is off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Hemker, the turnaround, no good, but he gets fouled, and Hemker will go to the line for Germantown.
That is the 4th personal foul on Eli Johnston.
So, Sam Hemker is at the line. And he gets it.
Got Sam down for 14 points now.
If you just joined us, OBR led after the first quarter 17-14. They actually led midway through that first quarter 14-7. As he gets the second one. Germantown led at the half 27-19. And they led after 3 quarters 40-25. And lead now 46-29. Down underneath. Shot is off the rim by Grodoff. Back up, no good by Hale, and he gets fouled. And Matthew Hale will go to the line for Opdyke Bellrive. All 5 of these Roadrunner players are 8th graders.
That's the 4th foul on Wyatt Cordy.
Free throw short. So yeah, don't forget, we'll be back down here tomorrow night for the 3rd place game and championship game of Class M. Second one by Hale is good.
It's the first points for Matthew Hale.
3:12 to go in the ball game. We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well and be back in 30 seconds.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we're back here at Rend Lake College. A lot of fans in the building and several waiting in the wings, Ron, to find a seat for the next semifinal tonight. There's a lot of people here.
There's definitely standing room only right now.
We got a ton of Thompsonville people behind us who are looking for a seat, as Thompsonville will take on Cairo in the next semifinal tonight.
A bunch of Cairo people looking for a seat on the other side of the gym.
That's right. So that should be an interesting matchup coming up after this, as Thompsonville comes in at 25-4 and Cairo comes in at 19-4. All right, back to live action. Germantown will have it. We have 3:12 left in the game. Germantown trying to run out the clock, and Opdyke Bellrive trying to get some stops and some steals. Here's Hemker.
It's a nice luxury when your big man can bring the ball up the floor.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? He does a nice job out there. He really does. Not sure if he's going to grow anymore before high school or not, but he's got a chance to be a nice high school player, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think eventually OBR is going to have to start fouling here.
Yeah, I think they are too. Timeout on the court by Germantown. Again, mark that down on your calendar on March the 7th for that big spaghetti dinner fundraiser taking place at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. Again, that's to benefit Carter Othout, one of their basketball players. He's a 7th grader, having some health concerns that need to be addressed, so they're doing a fundraiser for him and his family. And not only is there a spaghetti dinner that night, but there's a free throw shooting contest, which is pretty interesting. There'll also be a 50-50 drawing and a raffle and who knows what else. But that's on March the 7th at Opdyke Bellrive Grade School. So
surely they have to
be part of that.
Surely they'd have to put some categories in there, like so.
You mean age categories on the free throw shooting contest?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the details of that yet. Yeah. Are you thinking about entering if there's an age category?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you don't want to go up against one of the young'uns, huh?
No.
All right, back to live action.
I'd get put against somebody that just won that Elks Hoops contest.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
They'd make like 24 out of 25.
Right, exactly. Bulldogs have the basketball. Cordy with it out front. Gets it over on the right side to Hemker. That's Jace Hemker. Over to the bigger Hemker, who is Sam Hemker. And almost stolen. But Germantown gets it back. Almost had it. Oh, there's a double dribble.
Yep.
It is a turnover. All right. Bulldogs turn it over. Opdyke Bellrive still got life. 2:31 left. They need a quick score here. Real quick score. Comes to Ole. Ole out to Tolley. His long three. There it is. He got it. Yeah, it is a quick score. A 3-ball by Tolley. And now they go back on defense. They need another stop. All alone underneath. Jace Hemker, as nobody was back on defense. They were gambling a little too much that time.
Got to gamble.
Yeah.
He's feeling it.
Here's a long three. That's short. It was right on the mark, just short by Tolley. And back the other way. Here's Jace again. And falling down with Schrader. Hope he's all right. Here goes Atlee Tolley again. Tolley will skip it over in the corner now to Ole. He'll put up a 3-ball. That won't go. And ball goes almost out of bounds. No, it's saved by the Bulldogs. And that's going to be a foul right at midcourt. I think that's going to go against
Ole, I believe.
Ole, yeah.
That may be his first personal. It is.
Minute 34 left to play. We'll walk to the other end, and Bryce Biggs will go to the line for Germantown. And it's too strong on the first one. Well, we mentioned that Germantown won it all down here in 2015. It looks like they're going to get another chance to try to get another championship trophy.
Yeah.
They'll take on the winner of the next game coming up between Cairo and Thompsonville. On the other end, there's a shot that's missed. Back up.
Oh, my goodness.
No good by Ole. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't go down. Opdyke Bellrive will play Saturday afternoon in the third place game, it would appear. That'll be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, so playing for a trophy as well. Down underneath, shot is up and in by Wyatt Cordy. 59 seconds left in this one. Long three is off, no good. Long rebound comes out to the midcourt stripe. And that goes out of bounds. It's going to be Bulldogs ball. And Coach Brandon Cook will wave the white flag, and he's going to run in some substitutes for the Roadrunners as the Roadrunner faithful give a big round of applause to some of their starters.
Germantown will do the same.
Tristan Poole, number 1, is in the game. Evan Johnston, number 12, is in the game for Opdyke Bellrive.
They've only got 9 players dressed, so somebody's got to stay out there, and it looks like it's going to be Matthew Hale.
Riker Cross is also in the game. Germantown has brought in some new guys. Max Hemker is in the game. Miller Reeves is in the game. He'll fire one up, and he buries it. Miller Reeves comes off the bench, buries a long three.
He did, man, nothing but net.
He's an 8th grader.
He's still smiling.
Yeah, I bet he is. Long three on the other end is no good by Evan Johnston. Knox Mussenbrock is in the game for the Bulldogs. Dylan Thorne is also in the game. And Thorne has the ball, missed the shot. Rebound, out it comes to Reeves.
No good.
That's off the mark, and that's the ball game. That's how it ends. Germantown has punched their ticket to the championship game of Class S. And Opdyke Bellrive will play in the third place game this Saturday afternoon. 53-33 is the final. Germantown wins it over Opdyke Bellrive. Our second semifinal will be coming up in moments. That'll feature Thompsonville against Cairo. But before we get to that point, Ron's working on some post-game stats that we're going to share with you. Again, both these teams will be back and play another game this Saturday, a trophy round game that we hope that you can be down here for that. We will not be able to be here Saturday afternoon. Ron and I have other commitments on Saturday afternoon, so we will not be here for those trophy games Saturday. So if you want to support either Opdyke Bellrive or Germantown in person during those trophy games, we encourage you to get out here and be here Saturday afternoon. Probably a lot easier for a lot of you to get here on Saturday compared to what it is on a Thursday night. So come out here if you can for those trophy games and give them some support. We'll be back here in just a few moments with our post-game stats.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Hey, back here at Rend Lake College, Ron's got the post-game stats.
All right. Updike Bell Rive committed 9 personal fouls in this ball game. They were 7 out of 8 from the free throw line, and they had 5 players make the scoring column. Led in scoring by Samuel Oley with 13 points, 11 of those coming in the first half. Atlee Talley had 5 points. Matthew Hale had 1 point. Eli Johnston with 7. And Callan Grotoff with 7 for a total of 33. For the victorious Germantown Bulldogs, they committed 10 personal fouls. After being 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half, they were 0 for 6 in that second half, which made them 4 out of 10. They were led in scoring by Colton Schrader, who had 16 points, followed closely by Sam Hemker with 15 points. Jace Hemker pitches in with 6 points. Bryce Biggs had 6 points. And Wyatt Cordy had 7 points. And off the bench was Miller Reeves with a 3-pointer for 3 points, total of 53.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up on the first semifinal. Stay with us. We'll be back in a little bit for our second semifinal game between Thompsonville and Cairo, coming up here live from Rend Lake College. See you in a few. Welcome back here to Rend Lake College, our second semifinal game tonight in the boys Class S Junior High State Tournament. It's the Thompsonville Tigers. You see T-ville on the scoreboard there. Thompsonville Tigers against the Cairo Pilots. I'm Randy Olson along with Ron Stander. Glad you're with us as the first semifinal went the way of Germantown tonight as they beat Opdyke-Bellerive 53-33. So Germantown will get the winner of this game. Opdyke-Bellerive will face the loser of this game in the third place game. And Ron, Cairo comes in with an overall record of 19-4, and Thompsonville comes in with an overall record of 25-4. So both teams having some success this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, no kidding, and have made it to the Final Four of the Class S state tournament here at Rend Lake College.
And I think we got a little bit of history on these two teams too, huh?
Yeah, I know. Cairo has participated in all three of these tournaments at one time or another, Class L, M, and S.
Yeah, they bounced around based upon enrollment. Again, it's small, medium, and large, SM and L, in the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. And you're exactly right. They've been at the tournament in all three levels.
Cairo this year has an enrollment of 204, and Thompsonville comes in with an enrollment of 179.
All right. Well, Cairo won the whole thing, won the S tournament in 2016. They won the M tournament in 2009, so they've got two state championships.
There you go.
One in S, one in M, one in M, one in S. They were in the championship game in M 1999 and lost that one. But just in the last 25 years or so, they've been in 3 state championship games. Thompsonville, looking at the history here, was in the championship game in 1994, but they lost it to Selmaville. So I don't think that Thompsonville's ever won it, unless you go way, 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 way back.
Yeah.
But just going back in the last, 25, 35 years.
But they had this year won the warm-up award.
My goodness sakes, have they ever?
They won that the other night when we saw them.
They definitely have, yeah. They have some notable wins this year against West Frankfort, Fairfield, Harrisburg, and Selmaville. They actually did place third in the state tournament back in 1982-83. They got beat by Woodlawn that year in the semifinals 33-30. But then they beat Coulterville that year for third place.
And check out this Cairo mascot.
How about that?
Pilot.
The Cairo Pilots.
That's pretty cool.
Thompsonville is going to be first to be introduced tonight. They'll be wearing their traveling blue uniforms trimmed in the white, coached by Rhett Mullins. This broadcast also made possible by the Booster Club and parent-teacher organization there at Thompsonville Grade School. So we thank them for underwriting tonight's broadcast. We're happy to be here to bring it your way to all the fans, both from Thompsonville and from Cairo tonight. A lot of Tiger fans here. I mean, there's a lot of blue in the building.
Yeah.
Number 23 is Liam Tucker. He's an 8th grader. Number 25 is Ronnie Duncan, an 8th grader. Also starting for the Tigers is number 30, Riley Mullins. Number 32 is Wyatt Jones, and rounding out the starting 5, number 40 is Keegan Kemp. So again, it's Tucker, Duncan, Mullins, Jones, and Kemp for Coach Rhett Mullins and the Thompsonville Tigers, 25-4 on the season.
Yeah, we covered them the other night. Saw them beat Sisney.
Yes, we did.
To get into this game.
And then they narrowly won their quarterfinal matchup. And they won that over don't have it in front of me. That quarterfinal matchup the other night they won. I'll grab my book here. They beat Valmeyer. Valmeyer, the tall team.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they beat Valmeyer by 4 points the other night in the quarterfinal round. So here we are in the semifinal.
Valmeyer beat Waltonville by 3, and then Thompsonville took care of Valmeyer by 4.
Right. Let's meet the Cairo Pilots now. They are coached by Jarvis Woodson, and they are 19-4 on the season. And the unique thing about Cairo is they got only 2 8th graders, Ron. Only 2.
Yeah.
Number 1 is one of those 8th graders. That's Rajan Woodson.
Is that the coach's son?
Might be. Number 3 is Deshaun Williams. He's a 7th grader. Number 10 is Anthony Duncan. He's the other 8th grader. Also starting for the Pilots is number 12, Jamarion Nelson, a 7th grader. And the 5th starter does not have his warm-up off yet. It's
34.
number 34, and that's
Jaleel Hollis.
Jaleel Hollis, yes.
They got some size.
They have definitely got some size out there, for sure. So only 2 8th graders, though. So they go with Woodson, Williams, Duncan, Nelson, and Hollis. And it's going to be Duncan jumping in the center circle against Duncan, and we are ready to get this game underway. Both teams with a Duncan, huh?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Thompsonville with the basketball as they get it to the right side. Cairo will play some very aggressive defense on you. Man-to-man defense, and they'll extend it out. That's what they're doing right now. So if you're Thompsonville, you got to take care of the basketball. With it is Mullins, and that's taken away. Here's a steal. It's thrown ahead to Nelson. Nelson goes up and gets the layup. And Cairo is on the board at 2-0.
Well, they're picking him up at half court.
Another steal, knocked out of bounds, though.
Mid-court.
Off the hands of Nelson. We'll tell you who Cairo beat to get into this semifinal here in just a second when we get a chance. As Wiley Jones will bring it up for Thompsonville. Gets it over to Mullins. Mullins gets it down on the block. Here comes a double team against Kemp. Kemp can't shoot it. Gets it back out to Mullins. He'll let it fly from three-point land. That won't go. Rebound by Williams for Cairo. They want to get it and go. Up the court they come to Woodson. Woodson will set it up out front to Duncan. Duncan looks to drive. He does. Euro step down underneath. Goes to Woodson. Now down on the block, and Woodson's shot is up and in. 4-0 Cairo. Again, they press. Thompsonville got to take care of it, and the ball is thrown away. Yeah, if you're Thompsonville, you just got to be patient against this pressure defense. I know that's easier said than done, but that's what they got to try to do in this one. Here's Woodson with it. His pop shooting off the dribble, and he popped it in. Went to his right and buried it. So Cairo to get here beat who, Ron?
I don't know. The action is too fast out there to look it up.
That shot is up and in.
Basket by Kemp.
First bucket of the game for Thompsonville as Kemp puts it up and in for the Tigers. Cairo drives along the baseline. That shot is up and in by Woodson. Rajon Woodson.
6 points already for Woodson.
Yeah, he's got 6 of the 8. I'd say that probably is the coach's son. And here comes a double team, and that jump ball is going to be called.
And they would have beat St. Joe of Olney.
Yeah,
out of Olney. And then they beat St. John Newman.
Yeah, that's right. So they beat Olney St. Joe and then St. John Newman.
Out of Maryville.
Out of Maryville, right. Pilots bring it up. 4:39 to play here in the opening quarter.
It's hard to look anything up. The action is fast and furious.
It is real fast. From the corner, the shot's no good by Williams, and there's a rebound for Thompsonville. Well, they definitely want to speed you up, that's for sure. Down
nice
underneath.
Pass right there.
There's a shot that rolls off by Kemp, but he draws the foul. Keegan Kemp caught it nice and deep that time, and he'll go to the line. Let's see who they give that foul to. Head coach of the high school team at Thompsonville is Kevin Smith.
He go good by Kemp. The foul was on Jaleel Hollis.
Coach Smith from the high school was actually on that 82-83 team for Thompsonville that got third place down here at the state tournament. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Kemp buries them both.
Got them both.
He has all their points for Thompsonville.
Other players on that team include Matt Hampelman, who was a longtime coach at West Frankfort, and Mark Fitch. Mark Fitch, another coach. We're all on that 82-83 team. We mentioned that they made it to the championship game in '94 and lost to Selmaville, and that was their only loss of the whole year. They were 24-1 that year. Here's Woodson getting it down low underneath, and shot is missed there by Nelson. Back up again, no good. This time Thompsonville's got the rebound, and they get the outlet pass. Here they come.
The foul is on Ronnie Duncan.
There's a feed to Kemp, and he puts it up and in.
6-point quarter for Kemp.
Thompsonville fans have plenty to cheer about. They're making some noise. Up and down battle here at Run Lake College. Here's Anthony Duncan down underneath. Across the lane to Nelson. He put it up and in. 10-6 as Jamarian Nelson converts. Thompsonville with Tucker in the front court. Tucker trying to stay away from that double team. Gives it out to Jones. Wiley Jones working against Woodson. Sticky defense here. Down underneath, Kemp missed the shot, but there's the rebound by Duncan. Back out it comes to Mullins. His shot's no good. Tipped around, this time it's grabbed out of there by Cairo. Anthony Duncan brings it up for Cairo. All the way down, missed the shot. Tipped around, grabbed by Nelson. Back out it comes to Woodson. His shot in the lane.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul, right. Yep.
Pushed off.
Ruby Arview is watching from Thompsonville. Says, go Tigers. Good to have you along, Ruby.
Foul was on Johnson, his first.
2:52 to go here in the first quarter of play. 10-6, Cairo. Fast-paced game here in this second semifinal tonight. In the front court, and that's a push.
Yeah, it's going to be on Fred Hurd, who's in the game, 0-0.
Bobby's watching, and we mentioned that Cairo had won the state title in S&M. Bobby says they've won one in Class L, too. I know they
is that Bobby Mayberry?
Lost one, yep.
Is that my friend Bobby Mayberry?
Yeah, it is Bobby.
All right.
Well, Bobby, if you said they won one in L, I believe you. We'll just have to look it up here in a second.
Yeah.
We were looking at M&S.
He would know.
And I know they've won it in M&S before. And we gave you those years.
He's like the Aaron Britton of Cairo basketball.
Got it. Here's the steal. Back the other way go the Pilots. Duncan has it all the way down. No good. There's the follow by Woodson up and in.
8-point quarter for Woodson.
2:24 to go here in the first quarter. Thompsonville with the basketball. Here comes another double team. They get it across to Liam Tucker. Tucker over to Mullins. Mullins will drive. He puts up the shot. Off the iron, no good as he put it up from the baseline. Pilots get it and go. Here's Woodson with it again. Crossover dribble, takes it to the rack and scores.
10-point quarter for Woodson.
Quick move there by Woodson. Again, only 2 8th graders on this Cairo team, which means they're going to be pretty dangerous next year as well. Woodson and Duncan are the 2 8th graders.
Well, the high school coach is licking his chops over those two.
I'd say he probably is. Inside the paint, there's a collision as Jones ran into one of the Pilot players. No call, and the Pilots get the ball back. Here's Woodson with it. Woodson directs traffic. Now goes down the lane. Ball is almost stripped. Comes over on the left wing to 0-0. That's Fred Hurd who's in the game. The shot's up and in. Hurd is a 7th grader who's checked in for Cairo. 16-6.
Nice pass.
Kemp has it, and he scores.
Kemp's got all their points.
Yeah, Thompsonville has sped up their game, too, because that's what Cairo will do to you.
Yeah.
They've had to get it down quick, too.
Kemp has 8 points. All of them for Thompsonville.
63 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Here's Hurd with it. Taken away. Mullins has it. They got a 2-on-1 break. Back to Mullins it goes. He'll put it up. Missed it off the back iron. Jones tried to get the rebound, and ball goes out of bounds. Who's going to have it? It's going to be Thompsonville basketball. 42 seconds left in the quarter. The game we did in the first round that Thompsonville won against Sisney, Riley Mullins had a huge game in that one.
Yeah, he did. And Ronnie Duncan as well.
Here's Jones with it, down the lane, leaves it over in the corner now to Duncan. He'll put it up. No, off the back iron. Tipped around and grabbed by Hurd. Here comes the Pilots with 29 seconds left. Right side, long 3 by Woodson, no. Offensive rebound, back up, no. Woodson again on the other side, and he missed it, but he draws the foul.
Well, he's a load.
Chance Piers is also in the game for Cairo. He had one of those offensive stick-back attempts that rolled off. He's a 7th grader, number 5.
Ronnie Duncan has 2 personals. That could loom big for Thompsonville.
Yeah, it could. Really could. Free throw is made by Rajon Woodson. 17-8 with 18 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Another one on the way. Good. 10-point lead for Cairo.
12-point quarter for Woodson.
Yeah. Here's Jones trying to come up the sideline. Got to stay away from that trap. They get it across. Caden Mason is in the game for Thompsonville. It's taken away. Here's a long pass to the other end, but he's going to run out of real estate. Yep, they do. It's a turnover. It'll be Thompsonville ball with 1.8 seconds left. Yeah, they got Manson in the program, but it's actually Mason. Cade Mason. That's the end of the first quarter. It's been a fast and furious first quarter, and Cairo leads it after 1, 18-8. Again, this broadcast made possible by the Booster Club PTO there at Thompsonville Grade School. Should mention that assistant coach Jay Bybee is in the record books for 3-pointers. Top 20 IHSA, 11 3-pointers in one game, and also had 10 3-pointers multiple times. That's pretty impressive, Jay. We mentioned about Riley Mullins having a big game in that first round matchup down here at Rend Lake College. In that game against Sisney, Mullins hit his 500th career point.
Cool.
That's quite a few for a junior high basketball player.
Yeah.
Because they don't play near the number of ball games that high school does.
No, they don't.
Yeah. The annual Carter Memorial High School boys basketball game is taking place at Thompsonville on February 19th at 5:30 p.m. All the proceeds of that basketball game will go towards a scholarship in honor of Carter Stout. Junior high volleyball is in full swing at Thompsonville with games and tournaments going on. You're encouraged to come out and support the Lady Tigers volleyball team as that is already underway. They got some games under their belt. All right, we are ready for second quarter action. Thompsonville will have the ball first. With it is Jones. In the corner they work it. Here's Mullins in the paint. A little too hard. Rimmed out. Just a little bit too strong. Back the other way. Here's a shot up and in. No, it's off the rim by Hurd, but he draws a foul, and Fred Hurd will go to the line.
Yeah, I think the foul's on Liam Tucker. His first.
We talked about these 2 talented 8th graders here on Cairo, Woodson and Duncan. They both have scored 1,000 points in their career.
Wow.
I would guess they probably started playing as 6th graders, maybe earlier. Who knows? Free throw is no good by Hurd. He'll get another one. Yeah, that foul on Tucker was his first, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Second free throw is missed. Thompsonville tries to bring it up. Cairo looking for the trap. Here's a drive to the hoop, and that one's up and in. Nice underhanded shot there by Ronnie Duncan.
He's the first player to score for Thompsonville other than Keegan Kemp.
Here's a pass down to the baseline, and weaving along the baseline was Pilgrim. Pilgrim checks into the game. He's a 7th grader for Cairo. And here's a steal. Hurd's got it. Hurd puts it up and in. 22-10 as Cairo turns those turnovers into points. And almost another steal. Kemp gets it, though. Goes up. Ball slapped around. And Cairo comes away with a rebound. Woodson has it in the backcourt. They got quick hands. And if you bring the ball down, they're going to take it away from you. Long 3 on the way by Williams. Won't go. Oh, we got a little scrum. That's an official scrum at the 5:41 mark.
That is official. There's 5 players on the floor.
Absolutely.
There's no way that's not a scrum.
That meets the criteria for number of players, length of time, everything. Met all the criteria.
Yeah.
Well, Cairo's going to get the ball coming out of the scrum.
He plays everybody, doesn't he? Coach Woodson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been running them in and out of there, that's for sure. Here's a drive, and that's going to be a foul as Anthony Duncan tried to take it to the basket. And he will go to the line. That foul's going to go against Riley Mullins, his first.
Yep.
Some other things going on at Thompsonville. FFA week is next week, February 18th through the 21st. Also, the National Honor Society will be having a blood drive at Thompsonville School on March 28th. So if you'd like to give the gift of life, give blood, you can do so through the National Honor Society blood drive at Thompsonville on March 28th. 1 out of 2 on the free throws. Thompsonville with the rebound. They get it across the line to Mullins. Right side, they work it to Tucker. Tucker drives baseline, lost the handle. Out of bounds, it's a turnover back to Cairo. Our buddy Steve Dunford is watching tonight. You talk about somebody that loves Thompsonville.
Yeah.
He's a big Thompsonville booster.
I know Steve.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve.
Here's a Pilgrim with it. He'll put up a shot, and he buries it. Boy, they're just coming off the bench hitting shots.
Yeah.
That's a 3-ball by Pilgrim.
They're shooting a really high percentage right now.
Again, he's just a 7th grader, too. Thompsonville gets it across the line this time. Mullins has it. They fade it down to Kemp. It's blocked out of bounds. Blocked by Woodson.
You know, if Woodson goes to, wherever he goes, but I hope he goes to Cairo High School, I think he's going to play next year varsity basketball.
Yeah, he could. He could. Steve sent us some interesting tidbit of information, which I'll share with you in a minute, about that game back in 1982. We'll share with you.
He knows our buddy Doug Creel, I know that.
Oh, yeah. Here's a shot that's a little too strong that time by Tucker, and rebound Cairo back the other way.
I think Doug might have been his coach at Thompsonville.
He coached for a couple of years at Thompsonville. Doug Creel did before he went to Mount Vernon. As Anthony Duncan misses wide right on the 3-ball. Thompsonville brings it back the other way. It's Jones with it. Jones trying to stay away from that trap.
Thompsonville's actually doing a decent job against all this pressure. They're just not hitting their shot.
Yeah. They just need some of them to fall. There's a shot that rims out by Mullins. I mean, it was right there. It was halfway down, but it rimmed out. Pilots back the other way. Quickly down the lane. That's going to be a foul as Anthony Duncan took it strong to the rack.
Probably on Mullins.
So Duncan will go to the line. That stops the clock with 4:07 left here in the first half.
That is second personal foul on Riley Mullins.
Well, back in that semifinal game here at the state tournament in 1982, there was a 6th grader from Woodlawn in that game named Shane Witzel that burned Thompsonville down the stretch. Shane Witzel went on to become a longtime basketball coach at Woodlawn High School. He's still their athletic director. So a lot of names we know are popping up from the history books here tonight. Another free throw coming here. That one's off the mark, and there's a rebound by Thompsonville. Mason grabs it, and then it's knocked out of bounds. They'll keep it. Yeah, this is a much bigger floor, this college floor, but that doesn't stop Cairo in trying to press you. They want to press you, trap you, hurry up, speed you up.
See, that's a decent job right there, getting that ball down against that press, but they're just not made enough shots.
Right. Now, they've kept their composure pretty well. They really have. Here's Mullins. He'll stop and pop off the dribble, and he got it. That's a big shot for Mullins. 26-12.
That's his first point.
Back the other way comes Cairo. Here's Duncan with it. Long shot up and in.
15-foot jump shot. Love it.
Yeah. The mid-range jumper. Kind of a lost art. Mason back across for Thompsonville. Now to Jones. Jones will hand it off to Mullins. Mullins will drive. He's cut off. Comes back out. Here's a look. Nope. Tucker couldn't quite pull the trigger. Now to Jones, and we got a traveling violation called. Turnover back to Cairo with 3:03 left here in the second quarter of play. Again, if you're watching us tonight, you can send us a message on Facebook Messenger. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Hey, the annual Debbie Hearn Memorial Volleyball Game is on March 11th at Thompsonville School at 5:30 p.m. that night. That's also their 8th grade recognition night for the volleyball players. All proceeds of that Memorial Volleyball Game will go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So put that on your calendar for March 11th at Thompsonville School. The Thompsonville pre-K screenings will take place on March 18th. You can call for appointments at 453-4271. That's 453-4271. (28-12), 3:03 to go here in the first half of play, and I agree with you, Ron. Thompsonville just needs to hit some shots. I mean, they're getting some shots,
they
getting
are.
some looks. They just got to hit them.
They're breaking the press. They're getting shots. They're just not falling.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a few turnovers against this pressure defense, like anybody would, but they've not really panicked or anything. Here's Duncan with it for Cairo. Works it to the left side. They try to lob it down underneath. Woodson's got it. He's double teamed. Pump fakes, goes up for the shot, got it. He's just a tough player.
Oh, my.
Yeah. He is a tough cookie. And that's almost a steal. But Mullins tries to throw it, and he does. He throws it, but it's tipped by Thompson. Oh, well, I thought they signaled the other way. Nope. It is going to be Cairo ball. One official, when he was pointing, I thought he was pointing Thompsonville away, but he was actually pointing to the official saying, "You've got the call."
Yeah.
And the call is Pilot's ball. So here's Duncan putting up the shot, no good, and a wrestle for the rebound. Mullins over there trying to grab it. He does, and gets it out of there to Mason. Thompsonville will bring it up. Jones got it now. They got to get it across the line here. It's going to be a 10-second count. Oh, boy, that was close. Got it across to Kemp. Now to Mullins, and he scores. Mullins streaks to the basket. Kemp hits him with a pass, and he scores. 30-14, 2:05 left in the half. Here's a long shot from the corner. Man, oh, man. Chase Pierce.
That's his first point.
Comes off the bench and he drains the three ball. And we got a collision, and that's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Chance Pierce.
It's his first.
Yeah, Cairo's shooting a high percentage and Thompsonville's not. That's really what's going on here.
Yeah, Cairo's got 12 points off the bench.
Yeah.
12.
That's a heck of a luxury when you can do that.
Yeah.
12 points off the bench. Here's Wiley Jones in the lane. The 5-footer's good. Jones with a nice move to the hoop. And quickly down the court is Woodson on the other end, and he scores again. Rajon Woodson. He's definitely one of the better junior high players we've seen this year. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's got a heck of a skill set.
Yeah.
Down underneath, it's Kemp. No good.
He's playing varsity next year.
For Cairo High School. Yeah. Unless he enters the portal, goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
Here's Jones back out front to Mullins. Back to Mullins. Now to Mason. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Back it comes to Jones. Jones wants to drive, goes right side to Mason. He'll drive baseline underneath.
Oh,
off the mark. Rebound grab by Anthony Duncan. Pilots back the other way. Duncan all the way down, lays it up and in. He went coast to coast. Nobody impeded his progress. Got the rebound and went to the house. Here's Mullins back the other way for Thompsonville. He gets it in the lane, puts it up from the elbow. It's blocked. That one's blocked by Nelson. Again, Nelson's just a 7th grader. He'll be back for Cairo. They have only 2 8th graders. All right, 16 seconds left here in the half. Looks like they're going to play it for one. Woodson has it. This is the only time Cairo slowed it down the whole game. Just playing for this final shot of the quarter.
I think halftime's the only thing that will slow them down.
It could be. Woodson, ball's loose, and that's going to be the horn to end the first half of play.
Almost a scrum, but not enough players down there.
Yeah. Halftime as both teams go to the locker rooms. Cairo leads Thompsonville 37-16. A hot shooting first half for the Pilots. Ron's working on our halftime stats. We'll come back and share those with you here in just a moment. Live on AreaSports.net. Stay with us.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
All right, we're back here at halftime where the Thompsonville Tigers trail the Cairo Pilots 37-16. Some really good shooting by Cairo there in the first half of play. A lot more people writing in here. Kathy has wrote in and sent us a message. She's cheering for Thompsonville. Ashland's sending the message. She says, "Go Tigers" from Briggs, and says, "Cheer hard, Emory." So what do you got for us statistically there in the first half, right?
All right. I'm not sure how accurate this is. There's a lot going on in that game, but Thompsonville has 16 points. They scored 8 in each quarter. They committed 5 personal fouls, or 2 out of 2 from the free throw line as a team. And they had 4 players make the scoring column, led in scoring by Keegan Kemp, who has 8 points. He got all those in the first quarter. Wiley Jones has 2 points. Riley Mullins has 4 points, and Ronnie Duncan has 2 for a total of 16. For the Cairo Pilots, they had 6 players make the scoring column. They committed 4 personal fouls. They were 3 out of 8 from the free throw line, but they were led in scoring by Rajon Woodson, who had 16 points in that first half. Anthony Duncan has 5 points. Jamarion Nelson has 4 points. Fred Hurd has 4 points off the bench. Chance Pierres has 3 points off the bench, and Gerald Pilgrim has 5 points off the bench. So 12 bench points there for
that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's impressive when you got guys who can come off the bench like that. Bobby Mayberry, he is a historian for Cairo, literally. And he's got a plethora of information about the history of Cairo basketball.
Plethora. We've not used that word for all year.
I know. See, Bobby, you made me use the word plethora tonight, but you deserve it here, okay? So Bobby says that Anthony Duncan Jr., his late father, was standout for the Pilots. His uncle, Lorenzo Duncan, is in the IBCA Hall of Fame. Lorenzo, class of 81, is the only Pilot ever drafted in the NBA. Murfreesboro is down here in the Class L state tournament this coming Saturday. And Murfreesboro, I know, gave Nashville one of their only losses this year. And Murfreesboro as a team has only 2 losses on the season. And both of those losses were to the Cairo Pilots. So that kind of shows you the type of basketball team that we're watching here tonight as Cairo takes on Thompsonville. Thanks for that information there, Bobby. Appreciate it. Always enjoy your input there. Let's see here. We got a few other people that have written in. I mentioned Ashlyn and Kathy. That's more that will trickle in here. All right, again, this broadcast made possible by Thompsonville Grade School and their high school program. The trades classes at Thompsonville High School are certainly over the top. The kids in these classes are not just building small woodshop projects. They're prefabbing home walls. They're learning to run a CNC router, building cabinets, and even becoming a finished carpenter, which is really pretty cool. The number one out-of-the-gate project for every class is you must be ablaze to read a tape measure before anyone moves on. I love that. These kids have even built a console for a 1955 Chevy. That's pretty impressive. That's trade classes at Thompsonville Community High School. That's pretty cool. We need to see more of that these days, so I commend all of you for doing that. Some other events that are coming up at Thompsonville, it's on their calendar. The art show is on for April 17th from 5 to 7 at the school's old gym. Won't be long before it's a prom and post-prom at Thompsonville, and that will be May the 3rd. I mentioned to you that their junior high volleyball team is in full swing. They'll have lots of games and tournaments still coming up, so you have a chance to get out and support the Lady Tigers on that. And again, don't forget that Carter Memorial High School boys basketball game is next week on the 19th. That would be, next Wednesday, I think it is. All proceeds go towards a scholarship in honor of Carter Stout. So hope that you can be a part of that. Again, Thompsonville comes into tonight's action 25-4 on the season. They've had just a brilliant year. Again, they were in the championship game back in 1994 and lost to Selmaville, and that was the only loss that they suffered that entire season. As that year was, they were 24-1. Some key players on that team in 93-94 is Rhett Mullins was one of them. He's the head coach for Thompsonville right now. Sean Isaacs was also on that team, and Andy McLaren was also on that team, so that's pretty cool.
I just caught up, Randy, with Coach David Davis of the Meridian Bobcats.
You just heard from him? Is he watching?
He's right here behind us.
Oh, he's standing back here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't see him.
Right over there in the corner now.
Okay, I see him, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
he's here watching tonight.
Checking out his alma mater. Said he grew up and went to grade school at Cairo.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just assumed that he went to Meridian because I knew he played there in high school, but you say he went to grade school in Cairo.
Yep,
okay.
sure did.
All right, well, that's cool. Both teams are back out on the floor warming up for second half action. Foul situation, Ron. Anybody to be concerned about foul-wise on either team?
Yeah, maybe. For Thompsonville, two of their main players, Ronnie Duncan and Riley Mullins, both have 2 personal fouls. Mm-hmm. But nobody else from either team has more than 1 personal foul.
Okay. All right. Well, I went back and researched it myself, and Bobby was absolutely right. We had mentioned that Cairo had won a state championship in Class S and Class M, but they have, in fact, won it in Class L, too. In fact, they've won it twice in Class L.
Yeah, like I said, he would know.
Oh, yeah, he's a true historian. Cairo beat DuQuoin in the 82 Class L championship, and they also beat Lawrenceville in the 1976 Class L championship. So, yeah, they've won it at all 3 levels, S, M, and L. They won Class S in 2016, won Class M in 2009, and then you go back to the 70s and 80s for those state championships in Class L when they had a larger enrollment.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no one else has done that.
It'd be hard to find anybody else.
L, M, and S.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. All right, we are ready for second half action. Again, the winner will advance to the championship game Saturday afternoon against Germantown, and the loser will play in the third-place game against Opdyke Belrive. I believe that the third-place game's at 1 and the championship at 2:30, I believe, on Saturday. All right. Thompsonville has the ball first to start the second half, and Wiley Jones has it out front. They give down on the baseline, and shot is no good down there by Jones. And Cairo gets the rebound. And here comes Woodson back the other way. He has been a handful on this one.
That's kind of the...
Woodson with a step-back three. Boom.
Man.
Step-back three. Nice-looking shot. Tigers get it across. Again, they're not showing any panic. Just got to make some shots, and they do. There you go. Liam Tucker puts it up and in.
First point for Liam Tucker.
And he used the glass that time. That's what that glass is there for. Here's a shot off the dribble, and that's off the mark. No good by Duncan.
Threw it away.
And they tried to throw the long pass, and they threw it away. That's right. Woodson goes back and gets it.
Well, I tell you, they got a great cheering section here from
they do.
Thompsonville.
Jamarian Nelson gets the pass, and he puts it in off the glass.
I think the whole student body is down there.
Yeah, a lot of blue in the house, that's for sure. Thompsonville very proud of the season that they've had this year, and rightfully so. Here's Mullins from this baseline. That won't go. And rebounds grabbed out of there by Cairo. Pilots on the attack. They'll drive baseline as Williams has it. Inside the lane, it goes to Nelson. He puts it up and in. A lot of weapons on this Pilots team.
Travel.
That's going to be a turnover on Mullins. So Cairo will trigger it in as Pilgrim is out there as he gets the pass into Woodson. Woodson's guarded out there by Jones. Now they go to Duncan. Duncan inside the paint, goes up for the shot, missed it. Rebounds grabbed out there by Kemp. Gets in the hands of Mullins. And now here come the Tigers. Mullins gets it ahead now to Tucker. Tucker looks. Picked up his dribble, almost a steal. But knocked out of bounds by Duncan. Here is the inbound to Tucker. Out front it comes to Jones. We're in the third quarter, 4:39 to play. Wiley Jones gets it inside the paint to Duncan. Back to Jones. Pump fake, goes up, scores. Good move that time.
Yeah.
Got the defender up in the air and kissed it off the window. 44-20. Cairo back the other way. Here's Woodson. Woodson leans in. Left it a little short. Got his own rebound, though, and draws a foul. And he'll go to the line.
He is a player.
Rajon Woodson. Yes, he is a player. Like I said, he's definitely one of the better junior high players we've seen this year at any level.
Foul's on Kemp. That's his first personal foul.
Okay. Woodson makes the free throw. Josh has written into us. He says Thompsonville lost to Selmaville in 1994. Yeah, we mentioned that. He said Selmaville was 26-2 that year. And they were coached by Terry Elwood. Well, Terry Elwood was my junior high coach.
How about that?
At Flora. So there's a little small world for you. How about that? Down underneath, lost out of bounds. He said that some of the teams on that team were Aaron Bassnett, Josh Riley, Travis Miller, and Josh Tate. There's a missed shot and the rebound grabbed by Thompsonville.
Kemp on that rebound.
He says he remembers playing in grade school against Rhett Mullins, and he said he was a handful. About that. There's a shot that's missed. Cairo back the other way. Yeah, it's kind of cool when you see people go full circle here, and you've seen them play in junior high, and now they're doing other things. That's a nice transition bucket by Thompsonville down to Tucker.
Nice pass by Jones to get that out there to him.
As Tucker gets the bucket. 3:23 to play here in the third quarter, 46-22. Appreciate that message, Josh. Pass in the corner to Piers. Nope.
Most recently, I remember a Thompsonville high school team that won 30 games, I think, and lost maybe 3.
Yeah, that was a heck of a team.
That was just a few years ago.
It's probably more years than what we think, but I know it was before COVID, but I do remember that team, and man, they had some players on that team. And they were packing the gym, different places they went, because they were undefeated for the longest time, and people wanted to come out and see them play. Tigers have it. Out it comes to Mullins. Here now to Jones. Back out to Mullins for 3. Nope, tipped around and grabbed by Woodson. Woodson with a baseball pass to the other end. And that shot is missed, but getting a piece of it.
Ronnie Duncan. I think that's going to be 3 fouls.
And that will be Duncan on the foul as
Ronnie
Chance
Duncan.
Piers will go to the line for Cairo. Seedings came out today for high school boys basketball. We've got 1A, 2A, and 3A posted on our Facebook page there for you to look at, AreaSports.net. The actual pairings, the bracket, will be coming out tomorrow. IHSA will release that about 4 o'clock tomorrow. We'll add that to the page as well. But you can kind of anticipate what the pairings will be and what it's going to look like and what regional everybody's going to if you look at the seeds. Again, they're all posted there on AreaSports.net Facebook page. Both free throws are buried by Piers. Again, he's a good bench player.
Yeah.
You pointed out how many points they got in the first half off the bench.
They have a good bench, period.
Yeah, there's a turnover back the other way. It's Woodson pulling up and hitting another jumper.
Man.
He's a load.
Have you seen any part of his game
I was about to say he doesn't really have a weakness, does he?
He needs to work on.
No, he doesn't have a weakness. No.
Man.
He doesn't. Here's a drive the other way. That shot's missed. Underneath by Tucker, and on the rebound, we got a whistle and a foul.
On Hollis, I believe. Yep, second.
Yeah, both Weber High School and Waltonville High School got #1 seeds in 1A basketball. They're going opposite directions. Tigers have the basketball. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Weber won a regional last year at Altamont, right?
Yeah, they did, and this year they're hosting a regional.
And then they went to Effingham St. Anthony.
Right. Here's a turnaround 15-footer that's short by Heremski, and back the other way comes Cairo. In the corner with it is Anthony Duncan. Duncan looks to drive. He does, and it's taken away. Mullins steals it. Mullins gets it across to Jones. Jones goes up for the shot. Got it. Wiley Jones. He made that in heavy traffic.
That was a nice move to keep himself from running over
right.
Woodson.
Yeah, good body control. There's Woodson taking it to the rack, but he's going to be fouled beforehand.
Got an offensive foul.
Yes, it is offensive foul. So it's going to be Thompsonville ball. Minute 13 to play.
Offensive foul on Hollis.
Yeah, it is foul on Hollis.
Yeah, his third personal.
Yeah. Long pass to the other end.
Good pass right
and the
there.
layup is good by Xavier Heremski. I hope I'm saying his last name right.
Yeah, that's his first point.
Long shot up, no good on the other end. And Thompsonville gets it back, but there's a steal by Duncan. And Duncan falls down, and there's going to be a foul call on Thompsonville.
On Cade Mason.
51 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Pilots basketball.
First foul on Cade Mason.
Hey, don't forget, we'll be down here tomorrow night for the trophy games in boys Class M. A couple good matchups for you. Joseph Arthur will take on NCOE in a third-place game. Here's a turnaround shot, no good by Duncan. Rebound by Thompsonville. And then Nashville will be in the championship game against Smithton. Long pass to the other end. Shot is not there. There's a steal. Picked off again by the Pilots. Duncan's got it. Duncan leans in, gets it.
Wow.
Good body control that time by Anthony Duncan.
Boy, they're
52-26.
They are relentless.
They are. A lot of pressure. Here's Woodson with it. Feeds it inside to Pierce. Missed it. Pierce tries to get it out. Now it comes to Williams. Shot up and in by Deshaun Williams right before the horn. And that basket counts. Cairo clicking on all cylinders here after 3 quarters of play. They lead it 54-26, and we'll come back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, well, if you're Thompsonville, you don't want to hang your head about this tonight. I mean, they've just run into a buzzsaw tonight. It wasn't going to matter who was playing Cairo tonight. They're just clicking on all cylinders. They're a buzzsaw, and they're going to beat anybody they play tonight.
Yeah, I've not seen any weakness in their game tonight.
No, they got the complete package, and they've won all their games down here in the tournament so far. But I think they're playing better tonight than they have in any of the other previous nights. They're putting it all together. That's a steal. Back the other way goes Mullins. Or actually, that's Jones. I'm sorry. Jones has got it for Thompsonville, and they come and try to take it away from him. Get the pass over to Duncan. Duncan will drive, pump fake, and count the bucket and the foul. Good shot. Up and in there by Ronnie Duncan. But again, everybody is going to be playing for a trophy on Saturday, and Thompsonville with a chance to cap off a really special season on Saturday afternoon when they will play again against OBR for the third-place trophy as the free throw is made by Duncan.
Old-fashioned three-point play by Duncan. The foul was on Pierre's for Cairo. It's his second personal.
Here's Woodson in the lane, and he missed that one. He doesn't miss too many, but he missed that one. Jones has the ball. He'll try to bring it up for the Tigers.
My guess is he can dunk the basketball.
He probably can.
He wants to get a breakaway, I believe he can.
He probably can. And who knows, we might see it before we're done. Seen about everything else from him tonight. Here's Mullins, and that's taken away. And guess who? Woodson. All the way down, scores. Yeah, Mr. Woodson's having a special night. Here's Jones back the other way for Thompsonville to Mullins. Mullins down the lane, got it up and in.
Nice drive by Mullins.
Really nice move. Riley Mullins on the deuce. Long shot by Woodson, short. Rebound by Jones. Tries to get it up to Mullins, and it's a steal. Woodson gets it back. Does a little shake and bake. Now gives it out in the corner to Duncan. Duncan will drive the baseline, and he scores. Anthony Duncan. Yeah, these two eighth graders are a heck of a 1-2 punch for Cairo, aren't they?
Yeah,
they really are.
They might both be playing varsity basketball next year.
Yeah, they might be. That ball's knocked out of bounds, and Thompsonville will keep it.
Here comes some fresh troops in for Cairo.
Yeah, Pilgrim's back in out there. Fred Hurd's back in the game for him as it comes in to Liam Tucker for Thompsonville. Gives it to Jones. Jones stops off the dribble. Got it.
Nice move.
Hit a little 7-footer that time. Well, there's no quit in these Thompsonville Tigers. They're still playing hard, that's for sure.
8 points for Wiley Jones.
4:57 left in the ball game, and that is going to be a traveling violation. Turnover back to Thompsonville. Here's the inbound to Tucker. They throw it ahead to Jones. Jones now to Duncan. To Kemp. Now out to Tucker. Yeah, Cairo defends you all over the floor, that's for sure. That one got away.
All 94 feet of it down here.
Yeah, long pass. It's reeled in and put in the hole by Chance Piers. Piers with a bucket. Thompsonville back the other way. Here's Ronnie Duncan with it. Duncan, ball's loose. Long three put up. Yes. How about that?
Wiley Jones.
Jones with a trifecta.
He's in double figures with 11 points.
60-36. You know, and I love this Thompsonville cheering section, Thompsonville crowd. You would never know what the score is based upon the cheering that's going on.
How about Coach Mullins over there on the side?
Oh, yeah, he's working hard. He's working hard. He's working like it's a 3-point ball game.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah, here's Mullins getting it over in the corner here to Duncan. Back to Mullins. Oh, this fan base has been absolutely outstanding for Thompsonville.
Step back by Duncan.
That's a little too strong. There's a rebound by Kemp. Back up and no foul called. And the ball comes out of there to Cairo. Duncan has it. Again, there's a Duncan on each team. This is Anthony Duncan. He takes it in, and he is fouled by Mullins.
That's going to be 3, I think, on Ryan Mullins.
And that's going to send Anthony Duncan to the line with 3:39 to go in the ball game. I mentioned we were going to be here tomorrow night for the third-place game and championship game of Class M. We'll also be here Saturday morning for one of the Class L games, but only one because you and I have got a lot of other commitments on Saturday. So that's all we're going to be here for is one Class L game on Saturday, and that's going to be the game between Waterloo and Centralia. Waterloo defeated Belleville West to win a regional this year, so they must be a pretty good basketball team. We'll find out Saturday. I've not seen them play. And that's going to be a traveling violation. Fast and furious action, that's for sure.
There's a lot of hustle going on.
Yeah, there is. There really
sides.
is. Yeah. Cater Alexander is going to check in for Thompsonville, number 14, as Wiley Jones and Keegan Kemp get a big round of applause from the Thompsonville faithful. Let's see. Who else has checked in there? Haremski's also back in for Thompsonville. Got 3:26 left. Here's Chance Piers with it for Cairo. Goes down the lane and walked, yep. Two more new Tigers coming in. J.G. Fisher, a 7th grader, number 22, is in. Two more of the regulars go out and get a big round of applause from the Thompsonville faithful. I love this cheering section. These Tiger fans are fantastic. They really are. They show a lot of support for the team. Inside the lane, shot is missed there by Tucker. Ball's loose. Fisher has it. He had it taken away from him. And the foul's going to be called.
That is on Pilgrim.
Yeah, Pilgrim gets called for the foul, trying to take it away from Fisher. Gentry Gaither, a 6th grader, is also in the game for Thompsonville. Here's Alexander with it out front. Cater Alexander leaves it for to Gentry Gaither. Now to Fisher. Over to Alexander. He'll put up a shot. No, a little too hard. Rebound comes in the hands of Elijah Whitaker for Cairo. Back to the other end, and the shot is up and in by Pilgrim. Pilgrim made that one. 2:37 left. A lot of players getting a chance to play for both teams. That's always good to see. Here's Fisher with it over to Mason. Mason can't shoot. Gets it out to Gaither. Almost a steal. They'll swing it around now to Alexander.
Nice pass.
Real good pass. Shots missed underneath there by Gaither, and now we'll get a traveling violation called. Cairo will take it with 2:16 left. Walking it up is Piers. Piers.
You know, I don't know, Bobby, if you're still out there, Bobby Mayberry. I played against Cairo back when they had Harvey the Juice McNeil.
There you go.
And Verandis Kennard. That was a good Cairo team.
And that's when you were at Cesar?
Cesar Valera.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, you guys weren't in the same conference at that time, were you?
No.
You just played on the schedule?
Okay.
Yeah. They've had some players go through there for sure. Cairo is playing a little keep away here from Thompsonville, and looks like the Tigers are going to bring another 4 players in here in a moment as we get down to 1:24 left.
There we go. He's going to let him in.
He's going to let him in the game. Yeah. There you go. So Brody Sullivan is going to check in. Also, Chance Lambert checks in for Thompsonville. Now, there's a number 20 out there for Thompsonville, and there is no number 20 in my program, so I apologize for that. If anybody watching from Thompsonville knows who number 20 is, send us a text message or a message on Facebook Messenger, and we'll identify him here real quick.
Yeah.
He's not in the program.
He may be like a 5th grader or something.
Yeah, Riley Gaither, 35, is in there, as I mentioned. We're down to 59 seconds left. As Cairo's just playing keep away here.
Got a steal.
Inside shot is
nice
up and in. Cater Alexander with a bucket, much to the delight of the Thompsonville faithful.
Stole the ball at the half line, then backed him down in the lane and kissed it off the glass.
Yeah. 25 seconds left. Cairo is going to hold on to the basketball and dribble this one out. Cairo will play for the championship on Saturday afternoon. We'll give you those exact times here in a minute. I'm going to double check those times because I might be off a little bit. Cairo wins it by a score of 63-38 over the Thompsonville Tigers. Thompsonville will play OBR for 3rd place on Saturday afternoon, and Cairo will play Germantown for the championship as Ron's working on our post-game stats. We'll share those with you here in a little bit. The Class L tournament will begin on Saturday morning. I think those first games start at like 9 or 9:30. And then they'll play the trophy games. After they play four Class L games in a row on Saturday morning, then they'll play the 2 Class S games, the 3rd place game and the championship game. Number 20 was David Mendenhall. Thank you, Stacy, for sending that message in to us. So David Mendenhall got in the game there towards the end for Thompsonville. It just didn't show up in our program. So thank you. And Samantha also sent in the same message. Okay, appreciate that, guys. All right, Ron's working on our post-game stats, as I said. First game tonight was won by Germantown over OBR, 53-33. So again, Germantown's in the championship game. OBR goes to the 3rd place game. And the second one was won by Cairo, 63-38, as the Pilots were definitely clicking on all cylinders tonight. No question about it. Pretty impressive performance, but Thompsonville still had some good plays tonight, and held their own. Let's see here. All right, so let me give you the accurate times here on that Class S games for Friday, because I was off by a little bit. The third place game on Saturday, we played at 2:30. Okay, so it will be third place game at 2:30 between OBR and Thompsonville. And then the championship game will be played roughly at 4 o'clock between Cairo and Germantown, as there are 4 Class L games being played on Saturday that will start at like 9 or 9:30 on Saturday morning. And Ron, you have got some post-game stats there for us.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I do. For the Thompsonville Tigers, they committed 9 personal fouls in this game. They shot 3 free throws as a team. They made all 3 of them. They had 7 players break the scoring column. One of them was in double figures. That was Wiley Jones with 11. Liam Tucker had 4 points. Ronnie Duncan had 5. Riley Mullins had 6. Keegan Kemp had 8 points. Carter Alexander had 2 points. And Xavier Hermeski had 2 points for a total of 38. For the Cairo Pilots, they committed 8 personal fouls in this contest. They were 8 out of 14 from the free throw line. And they also had 7 players break the scoring column. Led in scoring by Rajan Woodson with 25 points. Anthony Duncan joined him in double figures with 10. Jamarion Nelson had 8 points. Fred Hurd had 4 points. Deshaun Williams with 2. Chance Piers had 7 points, and Jarrell Pilgrim also had 7 points for a total of 63.
All right. Thompsonville's record is now 25-5, and Cairo's record is now 20-4. Again, the third place game will be played Saturday at 2:30 between Thompsonville and OBR. The Class S championship game will be played at 4 o'clock on Saturday between Cairo and Germantown. Ron and I will be back here tomorrow night for the third place and championship game of Class M. That'll start at 6 o'clock, as that third place game tomorrow night will be between NCOE and the team from O'Fallon, Joseph Arthur.
Yeah, Joseph Arthur.
And then the Class M championship game tomorrow night around 7:30. That will feature Nashville in that championship game. And they are playing Smithton, that's right. Smithton in the championship game.
Smithton girls won state championship
yes, they did.
already this year.
They did, which is really pretty cool. So now the boys are in the championship game. There are 4 Class L games as they kick off their tournament Saturday morning at 9:30. Marion will play Belleville Whiteside at 9:30. 10:45 will be Centralia against Waterloo. We will be here to bring you that game, the Centralia-Waterloo game. That's the only game we're doing on Saturday, though, because we've got other commitments, so that's the only thing we can do Saturday. At 12 noon on Saturday, another Class L game between Murfreesboro and Flora. And then at 1:15, it'll be Carbondale against Casey Middle School of Mount Vernon. Those are the 4 first-round games in Class L on Saturday. And then they'll have that third-place game of Class S at 2:30, championship game of Class S at 4 o'clock. So that's the schedule looking ahead for the next couple of days. Again, we want to thank Thompsonville School for sponsoring the broadcast tonight. It was kind of neat to talk about some history of Thompsonville tonight and a lot of the other programs that they've got going on at the school.
Obvious to tell that the school there's a focal point of the community.
It is definitely a focal point of the community, and they had such great community spirit here tonight. I don't know if there was anybody left in Thompsonville tonight that was there to watch the town, because the whole town was here tonight cheering for the Tigers. And even when they were several points down in the second half, you wouldn't know it unless you looked at the scoreboard, because the Thompsonville faithful was still making noise and still cheering on every effort that the Tiger players made tonight, and they're so proud of what they've done this year. And they're not done yet. They'll be playing in that third place game on Saturday afternoon as they are 25-5 on the season. Well, it's been fun bringing it to you tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed it. For Ron Standard, this is Randy Olson saying thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you on Friday night from the Class M tournament here at Rend Lake College. Until then, so long.